is Normatico with the Big Blaster Consortium. You know what? My most popular item that I've made on the store has been the X-Shot Barrel Shroud. This is actually a custom order, and a gentleman actually asked me to go ahead and actually personalize the nameplate. I went ahead and did the top rail, and one of the guys who actually promoted this for me saw it and said, hey, why don't you actually do this as a video? I'm going to actually show you the assembly process of this thing, because so far a couple of people have bought these and they've said it is super solid. I got a really good review on it via email that they said that they would have paid more for it because of the build quality, and it is pretty solid here. So to show you just how strong my prints are, we're going to assemble this together. Now, the way that this shroud works, there are 4 rails on either side of it, 1 on the top, 2 on the side, and 1 on the bottom. And it's actually held together with adhesive, Gorilla Glue. And I put enough glue on here that you can, once it settles in here, it's really hard to take these rails off. I mean, it's not going to just fall off naturally. Now, I will tell you that it is a known possible weak point. I understand this, that in high heat and high humidity, the glue might reconstitute, and the rail might be able to be peeled off then. However, with proper care, that should not happen. So there you have it. Unfortunately, that is the way that this design has to be printed, is because of the fact that in order to get the AMS to work, it has to be printed horizontally like so, as opposed to vertically, because that would literally make this be a much more expensive barrel shroud. We're talking changing the print time from 11 hours to changing it to approximately 40 hours, and using, instead of a certain amount of filament, using almost an entire roll worth of filament at one time. So the price would go up from the $20 charge to about $40, $45, if not more. Alternately, I could probably just attach the rails directly to it, print it that way, and print it vertically. And if I did use AMS, at which point in time, yeah, it'd be a pain in the butt. So that is how it's done. But I'm going to show you just how strong this is. Now, we do have our actual adhesive here. I'm going to just put this on here right now. Let me switch down here so you guys can see this. I'm going to layer my adhesive here. Come on, get out. Have a good layer on here. Now this is Gorilla Glue gel, and it has a set time of about 1 minute. So I have my pegs, I have the holes lined up. That goes in. And then this should go in here like so. I'm going to pull out this peg right here, because even though it was already settled in there. And then to get this peg in here, this is the beauty part of this, I have to hammer it like so. Now the peg isn't what holds it in, it's just what guides it in. Now, there you saw that the peg went in, but to give you an idea as to how strong this thing is, I'm hammering this with a mallet and the plastic is not shattering. So that gives you an idea as to just how strong this is. Now we're going to actually just hold this down here for a little bit. It's about a minute that we're waiting. I do have to print out some more pegs to put on the side rails. I thought I had enough to finish this shroud, but those won't take that long to print. So, but that's just an example of how this actual shroud is assembled. You repeat the same process that you just saw here on the sides. And there you go. And this one will be ready to go shortly. Unfortunately, I am going to have to clean it up a little bit. Sad part about working with dogs in my house is that dog fur gets everywhere. So I will clean this up before I actually wrap it up and ship it. And yeah, with just a little bit of isopropyl alcohol, we'll get that taken care of. So there you have it. A quick little demonstration on the build quality from the Big Blaster Consortium, how strong this thing is, and how durable it's going to be. Thank you for watching.